And the reason that you are here is because we had a special announcement for everybody for this coming Saturday. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, this coming Saturday at 2 o'clock here at the Mansfield Seventh Adventist Church, Michelle and I are going to do a little seminar on, well, stress, depression, and anxiety, and also a special topic on sleep. So if any of you are having issues with any of those things, we know it's a very distressing time in our world. It's very stressful. Since COVID has happened especially, we see that rates of depression and anxiety have gone up, suicides have gone up, and they're really important topics that we need to talk about.
Yes. And Michelle?
Yeah, so the weather changing is sad for most of us. In fact, SAD is actually an acronym, and it actually is a diagnosis that sometimes we give to patients, and in the winter months mostly, called seasonal affective disorder. And so a lot of people really do become sad in the winter, and so it's not always a great time for a lot of people. So we have to keep healthy coping strategies, and we're going to have some of those recommendations for you. And then I wanted to mention that depression affects so many people in the world altogether. It's about 322 million people are affected by depression. And unfortunately, for Patty and I and the women out there, we're about twice as likely to be affected by depression. So that's not fair. But we have tools, and we can, help people that are struggling. And then insomnia is also a problem for many people. About 40 million Americans have insomnia. Yeah. And so there are different types of insomnia, and we'll kind of get into those things, and we'll talk about perhaps things that you may be able to do to help sleep, because sleep is important.
Yes,
so.
I believe so, because sometimes I had that problem. So I think this is for everybody. Right.
I wanted to mention, if you are not experiencing anxiety or depression, you can still come, because you may be able to help your family member or friends that may be struggling. So it's a toolbox. We're going to kind of unpack the toolbox and what kind of tools do we have to cope in today's world. Whether it be you experiencing those problems or it could be friends or family. So it really is for everybody.
It is for everybody, because or you are suffering that, or someone that you know is suffering that.
Right.
So you can have ideas how to help the people. Or you don't know if in the future you're going to suffer it. Because, we live different situations in life, and today you are doing okay and tomorrow something happened, right? So it is important to educate ourselves. We had probably my battery die. So it is important for us to educate about those kind of things, right? And just another thing, can you tell us what you are doing? So I want the people to know that you are professionals in these areas.
Well, I am a registered nurse, as is Michelle, and I've been in the psychiatric mental health field for over 35 years, and when I say that, I feel so old. Of the 20-some years, I was caring for patients on a psychiatric unit, and then I began teaching after I got a master's degree. So I've been teaching mental health psych nursing to nursing students for about 17 years.
Yes, and she's pretty awesome, I have to tell you. I actually worked for Patty for a small stint teaching some of her students clinical time, and so that was really fun. But that was fun. So now I work really hard at the VA. Yeah, I'm a mental health nurse practitioner, and so I primarily prescribe medication, but I do therapy real minimally. We have therapists. And so maybe we could talk about the role of a therapist too, because sometimes that may be enough for people, and then other times when it isn't, medication does help, and so that's what I do, pretty much all day, every day.
And I think it's very important to mention this too, because it is from a Christian perspective too, right? Because we had two different perspectives about handling these kind of things. It is a professional, but at the same time, from a Christian perspective, right? And that's very important to mention that, right? So everybody's welcome to come.
Absolutely, come on out.
It will be at 2 p.m. here in the church. And also, we had fellowship at 12, so we will have food so we can share. So if you want to come first, come at 12 to enjoy a meal with us. You are welcome to come, and then at 2 p.m. we are having this important seminar workshop, right? So, and people can talk about, I mean, they can ask questions, right, at the time, right. And I believe that you will be able to answer some of those questions, because sometimes there are questions that,
so.
yes. So,
If not, we can get the answer.
so.
It's only going to be an hour and a half. It's not like you have to commit your whole day or stay a very long time. So we've got the hour and a half broken up into segments on stress and anxiety and depression and sleep, and then suicide. And hopefully we're going to have some fun things to give away, and we're going to have a couple activities. So you won't be just sitting there in the pew. You can interact.
So we will be also having this online too, so people, if they are online, they can send their questions if they feel comfortable with that, and we can have a moment to answer those questions. So please be ready for this coming Saturday. We will have this special activity, and also we had other activities coming. We had Friday, we had a family time, and Saturday we had this special program, and the week we are having a revival from 22nd to 24th at 7 p.m. this coming week. We have a special guest coming, so we will have a very special week, right? So thank you, Patty, and thank you, Michelle, for helping us with this, and we'll be waiting for this Saturday. We'll be excited.
Hope to see everybody there.